Hello, hello. Welcome back, everybody, to the Uncooped podcast. This is episode number 9. Thank you guys so much for coming back again. If you guys are new here, my name is Taylor. I run a small chicken business here based in Minnesota called Chalker Chickens, where I specialize in silkies and rainbow eggs. So this podcast is called Uncooped Podcast. I interview some of my favorites and the internet's hottest content creators on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, even. And I'm so happy that I've been doing this. I've been have such great feedback from everyone, and I appreciate everyone coming back. So tonight's episode is actually going to be sponsored by our wonderful guest, Eaton Pet and Pasture. If you guys are looking for hemp bedding, they are the best source for hemp bedding. They have nesting pads, Timothy hay for small animals, and they also have some premium grubs that my chickens just absolutely love. I recently switched over all of my chickens to hemp bedding, and I've seen such an improvement. Less dust, super absorbent. These guys are such an awesome company, and I'm so happy to work with them. So thank you guys for sponsoring the podcast. And tonight's guest, we got a great one. Someone that I've connected through TikTok. She makes some great videos. These are hilarious. I just find myself cracking up all the time. And I think she's got probably one of the best pairs of glasses around. So let's welcome everybody to the stage. Shelby Hahn. What's going on? Can we hear you? We ain't got no sound. It's okay, everyone. We're having a little technical difficulties. It's okay. She's in a power outage thunderstorm. Well, she'll be right back. While we're here, let's check out her page. She's got an awesome page. She makes some funny videos, and recently she actually just had one yesterday, almost 1 million views. That's crazy. One day ago. She's out here killing it. Sorry guys for the technical difficulties. But how's everything going out there for you guys? Anyone out there? All here on the farm, we got a lot going on. Here we go. I think she's back.
Hi. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try to go outside. I'm so sorry. This is so embarrassing.
No, we're all good. It's all good. I was letting everyone know that you're in a power outage and a thunderstorm. So,
okay, let me try to go outside and see if I have better service out here.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Sorry about that.
No, you're all good. It's all good. That's what happens when you're on live. So,
I swear.
well, I'm glad we fixed it easy. That was no biggie.
Yes.
So let's start this over. So for the people that don't know, you give us a little rundown about Shelby.
Okay. Well, a mom who was bored during COVID and made TikTok like so many other people in the world.
Yep.
And I have a small farm with mainly silky chickens and goats and 2 dogs and a leopard gecko.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. Remy, she's our little love that.
Oh yeah. Well, we're definitely reptile lovers here on the Uncooped podcast. So as you can see behind me, I got a bunch of reptiles. So it's another one of my passions. So
yeah.
That's
into a little bit, but yeah, that's me. Nothing crazy.
awesome. Yeah. So you don't really have like a farm page really, but you go by Shelby Hahn on your TikTok, right?
Yes.
Perfect. Yep, I pulled it up right here. Because I wanted to congratulate you on your video yesterday.
Oh my gosh.
1 million views almost.
Oh, it's wild. I feel like it's always the most random video that you're like, this is just a silly thing. I'm gonna do this really quick, and it's like it takes 5 minutes to film, and then it goes crazy. You're like, why?
Right? Exactly. It's always the ones like that you didn't put very much effort into that do really well.
Exactly. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it probably took you like what, like 30 seconds to film it, and a million views later.
Yeah, well, it's funny because literally at the end of that video, my husband started walking through the back door watching me, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I was
Oh
like,
gosh.
"Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it."
our partners have to deal with a lot, having to deal with all of our TikTok antics. That's for sure.
Yes, definitely.
So he's been pretty supportive with all this and everything.
Yeah, he's definitely like the background supportive husband where he doesn't really have social media, and but like literally 5 minutes before we started had power on, he was like trying to set up a ring light for me and all the things.
Oh
So
my gosh,
yeah,
that's too funny.
he's very
That's
supportive.
what. Yeah, that's good. That's good to have, because if you don't have a supportive, husband or partner in this, it's definitely a lot harder to do it all.
It is, especially if
Yeah.
they're like, not understanding and they're just like, "Why are you making these weird videos?" No, like he definitely pumps me up. He's my biggest supporter for sure.
Oh, that's so good. So your kind of style, I would say, is like more like a comedy. You like bring all your animals into it, kind of like your obsession with getting all these different animals as well too. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty
Pretty
much.
accurate. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you also have like, what is it, a mini donkey or is it just a regular donkey?
So I'm honestly not sure. I feel like she's a little bigger than the typical mini donkey, but
Sure.
she's not as big as a standard. Um, so the lady, well, our neighbor that we got her from, she got her from an auction, and she didn't really have too much paperwork or anything on her to know what exactly she is.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so she's just kind of like a in betweener, a mini and a regular.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
So what did you start with? Did you start with the chickens first and then you kind of build it from there, or kind of explain your little process on how you got all these farm animals?
So we it was kind of crazy. We moved to Virginia not knowing anybody or anything here. My husband got a job here and we got all this land, and I was like, okay, if I'm going to be across the country from my family, because we're originally from California,
Oh yeah.
I want to get some farm animals. And so we found a farm nearby that we went and visited, and I saw her chickens, and she specializes in silkies. And so I was like, I immediately fell in love with them because I just thought they were the cutest things I'd ever seen in my life.
Definitely.
Because they're just little cotton balls. Like, how can you
Oh
not
yeah.
love them? And so I ended up buying my first three from her, and it ended up being two hens and one rooster.
Nice.
Yeah, so we just started with three, and then of course now we have like 13 chickens, which
Okay.
on the smaller side, I feel like for most people that have chickens.
Yeah,
But
but it's still a good number, and it's still fun to have them around, and I
yeah,
think it's a perfect number for a backyard setup like that.
yeah, yeah. So that's kind of how we got started in the crazy farm animal world.
So you only have silkies then, all silkies?
So we have 10 silkies, and now we have three Buff Orpington chicks that we recently got just this last spring, because we had a very stubborn, broody mom, of course, because there's always a broody one in the bunch of silkies. Um, and so I was like, let's just get her some babies, but we kind of want to venture into another breed and kind of see what it's all about. And so we got three little hen Buff Orpingtons.
That's so cute. So you have the silkies, the Orpingtons, 13 of them, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
really good doable size, because you got the dual purpose where you got like the cute silkies for the pets, and you got the Orpingtons for like the eggs, good layers. A little bit more of that like kind of traditional chicken style. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think you either kind of go down that route where you're like, oh, you saw a super cute chicken, or you saw the eggs. For me, it was personally, I saw the rainbow eggs and it was just on from there.
Yeah.
But silkies are definitely a good gateway drug into them as well.
Yeah. I swear, I feel like once you get one, you're like, okay, I'm happy. Like, I'm good with this. And then you're like, but wait, there's more.
Yeah. There's splash, there's paints, there's,
Yeah,
naked necks and all these different styles and patterns just within the silkies alone,
yeah, definitely. Definitely. I can see how they're the gateway. I can see how chickens are the gateway in any farm life
Yeah.
because once you start there, then it's like, well, why not get more?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm already doing chores every day, so might as well throw some hay to some goats.
Yeah, exactly.
So was that kind of like your next step then? You had the chickens for a bit. And you're like, well, what's next? Nigerian dwarfs or goats?
Yes. Yep.
Yes.
That's literally how it went. We
Yeah.
found because we're in the smack dab middle of like nothing but farms
Okay.
here. So we are surrounded by different types of breeds of basically everything you could think of. And so goats were definitely the next step um, into that. So we got 3 bottle baby Nigerian dwarf,
Oh,
and it's a male and 2 females. And they have been so fun and chaotic and just an adventure in itself.
oh yeah, yeah. Especially when you raise the bottle babies, they're a lot different than raising like one from with a mom and stuff like that. They're so personal. They love humans. They think of you as like mama goat.
Yes, they follow me everywhere. They want to eat every piece of clothing I wear, my scrunchies out of my hair.
Oh
They
my God.
top of me 24/7.
Yeah, you ever notice they love to like chew on the little strings or like your shoelaces or always.
Yes, and it's like the stankiest regurgitated smell in the world.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. We got one male, one female bottle raised baby or bottle babies too when we first started. So I very similar as well with you.
Yeah, it's so fun. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
And they're Nigerian dwarfs too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We love the Nigerian dwarfs. My wife used to breed them in 4-H and stuff like that. So
Oh,
she always had some left over that were a little bit older, kind of retired ones. So we're like, well, let's
yeah.
get some babies for them. And so I
Yeah.
kind of got this do the whole experience. Now we're up to like 10, I think.
Oh my god. She started you in the farms, right?
Yep, yep. Wife started all the farm stuff. She was 4-H in high school. She actually went to like kind of like an agricultural high school based
Oh, that's
school. Yeah, so she would always go to like the big, state fair, and she'd bring her horses and goats and rabbits, and she showed everything. So
how
um,
fun. What a
when I
dream.
first, oh, I know, right? Growing up in California, like what you did, I was in San Diego, so it was definitely not like that. I was like 5 minutes from the beach, like we were like, surfer skater dudes, and
Yeah.
no farm animals near.
Yeah. Well, and you were born in Hawaii, right?
And I was born in Kauai, Hawaii. So I'm even further, further from home here.
Yeah. That's
But they-
that's crazy. My daughter,
yeah.
my firstborn, was born in Hawaii.
Where was it?
Kailua, Hawaii.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, that's where my firstborn was born.
Oh, okay, nice. That's awesome. So we even have even another thing in similar common. Did you live there or?
Yeah, we lived in on Oahu for 3 years. My husband was in the Marines,
Okay.
so he was stationed there.
Sure, sure. Yeah, I was gonna say that next. So was he in the Marines or something like that? So
Yeah.
nice. And then you went to where did you go from there?
So after Hawaii, we went to North Carolina,
Oh,
uh,
yep, yep.
and we were stationed there for 3 years. And he was getting out, and we were originally going to Arizona. But that was right when COVID happened, and
Mm.
every workforce place that he was trying to get a job at went on a hiring freeze. And so the only place he could find a job was in Virginia. And so we were like, I guess that's where we're going. We don't know a single person here, but we're just going to do it, I guess. And I went house hunting by myself,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it was wild. It was wild.
That's a lot. That's a lot to handle on your own.
Yeah, especially as you know, as somebody that has anxiety, mental health, and all that, like it was
Yeah.
a lot of big changes and just trying to navigate life.
I can't even imagine what you went through, like just not knowing anything about the area or just kind of wing it, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it was wild, absolutely
Well,
wild. But luckily, that's how I met our amazing neighbor. Ended up with Jenny the donkey. She took us in and has been amazing with us ever since. So I could not have felt as settled without her.
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
How many acres you got? Like a little bit of land there, or
yeah, we have 4.5 acres.
nice? That's
Yeah,
perfect. You can do a lot with that.
yes, definitely. We love it.
Animals, a little garden or something, you know.
Yes, and as much as I wish I have the most beautiful large garden, I am a terrible gardener. So I try my best. I've got some
Yeah,
tomato plants.
nice, nice. Tomatoes are like the chickens of the farm world, you know. They're
Yes.
really easy and everywhere.
Yes, exactly. So it's going. We have some random tomatoes here and there, but that's all right. My daughter loves tomatoes, so hey, what the heck?
Yeah, the gardening aspect, I'm not a green thumb by any means. When I moved out here, I did my temps, but this year it's a little harder. I did ran out of time, so I didn't get to do it.
Yeah, it is very time consuming, and I feel like sometimes you have to pick. Am I going to focus all on the animals, or am I going to focus all on the garden? Because doing both sometimes is hectic.
Yeah, definitely, because we're working on a expanding kind of our electric fence area, and I'm like, this is taking so much of my time. I was going to be gardening now, but you know, you got to kind of pick your projects and what we work with, and that one just didn't make the list this year.
There's always next year, right?
Always, yeah. So you've lived there for a couple years now. You guys got like a little bit of a winter too, a little snow and stuff too.
Yeah, so it's crazy. This year we actually didn't get any snow this
Oh
winter.
wow,
The first year we moved here, we had a couple snowstorms, but nothing insane. Like we get about a foot to 2 feet of snow.
sure,
Um, so nothing crazy, just enough to enjoy it.
yeah. Couple snow
But
days and you're good.
yes, exactly.
That's too funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
we moving up here was a lot to deal with the snow. I mean, this year was insane. We had so much snow. It was, I think it was like, I don't even remember. It was the record-breaking year of snow. It was all the way up to like May almost.
Because you're in Wisconsin, right?
Minnesota, right next door. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm
yeah,
so
about
sorry.
an hour
Really?
from the border. Yeah, we got down to like negative 43 one time, so that was pretty cold with wind chills. That's
Yeah. Oh my God. That is insane.
yeah. The silkies do surprisingly very well in the winter. I have a few frostbite issues every once in a while, but Polish don't do well in the winter.
It's okay. Speaking of wild weather, it's hailing right now.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I heard there's some crazy storms.
I'm so sorry.
I can't really hear it, so it's not that big.
It's it's hailing.
Well, we're doing a podcast in the hail, in the storm.
Oh my God.
Well, if you
Wild.
need to go in, that's definitely fine.
I'm trying to like cover the speaker so it's not so loud. I'm so sorry.
No, it's not too loud at all, so
Okay,
you're good.
good.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's probably hard for you to focus now.
Yeah.
So how did you kind of work into like your social media stuff? How did you come about all that?
So I like I said, with COVID and everything, I kind of ventured into TikTok a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I I didn't really know what I was doing. We were living in North Carolina at the time before we moved here, and I just thought it was hilarious, and I love finding, I guess, like-minded people like my comments, like moms, and it kind of makes you feel not as alone a little bit.
Oh yeah. You find your people in your community.
Yeah, definitely. And once we got out here, of course, the algorithm is like, hey, you looked at chickens. Like, let me show you all the chicken videos.
100 videos of chickens in a row.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna try to go inside.
Yeah, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Hectic right now. Like, I
Oh,
can't.
look at that.
I swear,
That's insane.
literally my luck right now. I where.
Yeah, you're literally lights out in the middle of this.
Pitch black in the middle of your podcast. How professional.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, let's try this. I know it's kind of dark. I'm so sorry.
No, you can see you well.
But anyway, so yeah, I kind of been to the world of figuring out TikTok and making funny videos and putting funny sounds to like my animals. And I think one of my videos, I don't even know which one it was. It was a random one of the goats, and it got a couple thousand views for the first time. And I was like, I get a little bit of imposter syndrome. I think I'm like, why am I here? Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of how I got started. It was just kind of fun and takes your mind somewhere else a little bit, and gives me a little bit more of an identity for myself versus being a mom and like just doing every stuff. Like, I get to do this. This is my thing.
Yep.
And I guess it just kind of made it a little fun.
Yeah, definitely. And you can kind of relate to, a little section in the chicken world where these, moms taking care of it and having fun with it, more on that, like, where, like you said, anxiety with the mental health stuff, but still having complete fun with it and just being yourself too. So I noticed that in your videos.
Yeah. It's really important for me to be fully myself and not use a whole bunch of crazy filters and go out and just being me, because I think Instagram kind of brought on this whole like unrealistic expectation of moms and farms and houses and all this stuff that's just not attainable by everybody.
Exactly.
And I always felt like, man, I'm not enough in a way. And I never want anybody to look at myself like I'm not enough. I want people to feel comforted in everything they have and feel happy with the things that they have.
Yeah, exactly. And TikTok made it kind of easy with like these little sounds, audios you could use. You don't have to like fully talk, it's a lot less scary just to put something over track. You just got to lip the words and with the animal chicken in your backyard, it's like no one knows. It doesn't have to be super well edited or, perfect lighting. It's just fun, Yeah,
exactly.
As much as I love Instagram, I use Instagram daily. It's more like I love the stories part of it, but some of those posts, it's like so unrealistic. Like, your eggs rarely look like that. Like, I'm sorry, my eggs have poop on it, and they're not perfect. And
yeah, exactly. Even like my chicken coop, I mean, someday I would love to have a beautiful, beautiful chicken coop, and right now it is made out of scrap wood of what we had, and it's safe. Like, we make sure it's safe and they're okay in there, but it is not the most beautiful thing in the world.
Right. You just recently did a video where you're like closing the door. If it broke, don't fix it or whatever. I know how that goes. Living on a farm, you just make with what works with what you got.
Yes, exactly. And I think more people would be open to the idea of stepping into the farm world and stuff if they knew that it doesn't have to be these picture perfect situations.
Yeah.
It can be a little messy because regardless, the chickens are going to poop all over it anyways.
Exactly. It will look nice for those first couple of videos and then it'll be gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Poop everywhere, poop on the walls, bedding, never look clean again.
No, on my goat, I think there are approximately 100 holes in the goat shed that we have because we've had to rehang up their mineral bucket that many times. Because they just rip it right out of the wall.
Yeah, the Nigerian dwarfs are definitely known for getting out and being mischievous with different things. They wreck anything.
Yes.
We recently put up like a little shade cloth like thing where we just like tied it to random like fence post, and it was like it kind of got a little loose. And one of the young Nigerians, she decided that it was a hammock for her, so she's been laying on that and it drooped down a lot more than it was supposed to, but hey, she's enjoying it, whatever.
You're like, live your best life, honey. It's okay.
Yeah. She looks so cute. I couldn't say no.
No, you can't. I know. Ours have a bench out and they lay on it, their little heads on the armrest, and I'm like, it's your bench now. You have it.
Yeah, they're really fun. They'll use any recycled like furniture or anything. They'll make it into comfy for them.
Yes.
Do yours like have like a little fenced in area and whatnot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a small fenced in area. And right now, our our chickens are together. And then we have our donkey separate just because she hadn't been with goats
Okay.
previously.
Yeah.
I didn't know how she was going to do. So we've been slowly introducing them together. They've shared a fence so they can sense each other through the barrier. But we slowly do interactions in our backyard that kind of is a common space. Nobody has their food there where they territorial. It's very, a calm area.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
yeah, that we kind of introduce them together slowly. And then eventually we want to put them with Jenny and separate them from the chickens because you know how goats are and our poor chicken coop is struggling.
oh no. Yeah. They get along though, all well, the goats and the chickens?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. And I think since we had the bottle babies, we had them around the chickens from day one.
Sure,
Um,
sure.
and so, yeah, they're really good with them. And we just make sure to keep the chickens put up when they're eating so that the goats can't get into the feed as even it happens sometimes because,
Yeah.
goats. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I use like the same scoop for like the goats food, like grain and the chicken. So if one got out and they're seeing me with it, they'll try to eat the chicken food or
yeah,
always.
yeah,
And then you just feed them grain. Do you grain once a day and then like hay too as well?
yeah, yep.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, the hay is always sometimes the hardest part with these livestock animals that require hay. Oh, it beats up my arms when we have to load it up or
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
a mess. My whole arms look like a cat just like scratched the
Oh
heck
yeah.
out every time. I'm like, I should really long sleeves when I do this, but I never will.
So you have how many kids you have?
I have two. Yeah, I
Two
have
kids.
a 5-year-old daughter and a 4-month-old daughter.
Okay. And your little daughter, she does the little silky she like asks the chickens questions
Yeah.
with the microphone.
Yes.
That
Yes.
is so cute. That is just one of the cutest things I've ever seen.
Those are her babies.
Yeah.
Um, she is obsessed with them. She makes sure that they are clean. If they have any problems, she makes sure to give them baths. Like those are her babies.
Oh my god. And she asks really good questions too. And she's like so like, I don't know. She's just like she's gonna be a little superstar one day. Just watch out.
I know, she's a mess, but I love her personality. I love watching her come up with the craziest stuff with them, and I'm like, you do you, girl.
Yeah, she loves the animals too, I'm guessing, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
you're
Uh,
raising a future chicken keeper right there.
Yes, definitely. She's a very sensitive soul and will pick up bugs and release them and all of the things. And
Oh
I,
my god.
I
Was she the one that wanted the leopard gecko then? Or
um
you?
that was me.
That was you. Okay.
That was me. I actually had a leopard gecko before we moved to Hawaii.
Sure.
And I loved her so much, but obviously I couldn't take
Yeah.
her to
Couldn't
Hawaii.
bring nothing there.
No, and I mean it took months to be able to bring my dog
Yeah.
to
Quarantine and like all the
yes,
testing.
yes. So I couldn't bring her, so I had to give her to one of my best friends who took really good care of her and everything. So I was
That's good.
appreciative. But I always was so sad, and so we came across this gecko that was so little and so sweet, and I was like, what's one more?
Yeah. Right?
So yeah,
Exactly.
and she actually lived in a good sized tank in my daughter's room because she loves her so much and she'll talk to her and everything. So
Oh, so sweet.
yeah, yeah.
That-
But,
Do you have any plans for getting any new animals? Like any ones that are on your wish list at least?
um, man, I love to get a monkey. I know that equine really do better when they have more equine to live with. And so another donkey is definitely on my list. I like nudge my husband every time I see something. I'm like, look at that cute donkey there. But so yeah, that is definitely kind of the number one thing. But I would also really, really love turkeys. I don't know why, but I've just always thought they were the cutest thing.
Yeah, they're really cute.
Yeah, so those are my things that I think about a lot.
Well, there you go. Nice. Yeah, and living where you are, I'm sure, like where I am too, or there's access to like pretty much any kind of animal that you want to get. So it's like you got adult money. I have a house. I have land. I'm like, oh no, I could get whatever I want.
It's dangerous. It's
Yeah.
so honestly.
I'm glad my partner kind of my wife, she limits me a little bit on some stuff. So that's always good because if not, I'd probably just take off and just like have so many different animals, every kind that you could have.
Yeah. Yep. I feel that.
Yeah, yeah. And the silkies, she actually really loves the silkies. That's her favorite of the chickens. So she supports that 100%.
Yeah, that's so cool. It
Yeah.
is great to have a supportive spouse because it's like you have a friend to do it with you.
Exactly. Yeah. So we have like a little just silky pen, and then I have like a free range group. That's kind of like my main group with just eggs and stuff like that. So
That's cool.
yeah.
And you have the Polish too, right?
Yeah, they're kind of more just now, just like free rangers. I don't breed them or anything like that. So
Okay.
they're just more for the eye candy and the TikToks.
Yeah. They're perfect for TikTok. Their hair
Oh, yeah.
is on point 24/7.
I know. They always look so good. So it's hard not to just pick them for a video. I'm like, all right, I go out there, who wants to make a TikTok?
I love it. What is the that you have? It's the all black chicken.
Yeah, it's the I am Samanis. I am Samanis. They're awesome.
Those are amazing. They are beautiful.
Really cool. Everyone loves those ones. Like visually, they have never seen like an all black, and it's really cool because their meat is all black too, which is even like it's like a delicacy. I think somewhere.
Yeah.
I think so.
Wow.
I got one rooster and two hens, so I'm like, they are just free rangers. I could put them together.
Yeah.
But they're just more for fun. They're just visually pretty. They were just thrown on with some eggs that I bought from someone else. And I happened to hatch them. I'm like, oh, cool. They're beautiful.
What did they look like as chicks?
All black.
Wow, that's so cool.
Just pure black. I actually I have one hatched out right now. She's got a little bit of like white on her toes. It's kind of like the imperfection in the breed, but she's pretty much her legs are all black. Her like a silky, but not just the feathers are normal and stuff like that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Have you ever dived into like the hatching world yet, or you just kind of buy them?
So we hatched. We bred the rooster, one of our hens, and we hatched out. I want to say, how many did we hatch out? I think 14 babies is what we had. Silkies. So that was so much fun. It was a really cool experience. There were a lot of tears because I'm the biggest sensitive baby when it comes to anything animals.
Yeah.
Of course, the ones that didn't, it was really hard. And I know people with farm animals, you kind of have to mindset into like you're going to lose some, and that is so hard for me to do.
It is very hard.
Yeah, so that was hard, and so I think this year that I jumped into getting the 3 Orpingtons because they were already hatched, and then we had the broody mom we could just put them with, and she did great with it. But yeah, so we might next year start hatching again. I just needed to give my heart a little bit of a break.
Yeah, definitely. Did you just like stick the Orpingtons underneath the silk? Was it silky?
Yeah.
Silkies are such great little mamas.
They're the best moms. I could sit and watch them teach their little babies all day. And of course, I was recently after that, just having my baby, and I was just like, she's such a great mom.
Oh, I know. They're like determined. They're just like born ready to be moms. They're so awesome.
Yes, they're fantastic.
I've currently have babies hatching like right now out in the coop. They all decided that they're all going to be broody, so they're just hatching. I just let them have.
I think I saw your video of like the
Yeah.
multiple mom situation that you had going
Yep.
on.
Exactly. So I was like, I did collect the eggs for like a few days, and I'm like, I don't know what's fertile or what's like started and not, So I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna leave them in there. They'll be good for 21 days, and I'll
Yeah.
just pick up all the chicks once they start hatching out. So
Yeah.
it happens every summer. It's just like the beginning of the season. You just want to like make as many babies as you can to get out to as many customers as you can, and then it
Yeah.
slows down a little bit now. And then I just kind of let the broody mamas be their mamas and just hatch out little cute things, and then eventually I'll start selling again, like in fall.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's been helping sustain the farm, as well as like selling eggs and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I just been having a blast with it. I'm an entrepreneur by heart, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I can make money and I love these animals. Like,
Yes.
it's just that fine line that you have to treat them, with as much as respect as you can. They are still animals. You don't want to treat them, just like this, like money makers. So they still get great food. I feed Alperina. I have great bedding and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Your chickens look very happy and very healthy for sure. I feel like you're a great chicken dad.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, no, I'll have to say the same thing about you. You got a good setup, and you do it if you can, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Definitely. I try my best to give them all the best that I
yeah,
can for
exactly. Do you have like a favorite one, a favorite chicken, or
yeah. There's this rooster, Hank,
Hank?
and I love that chicken
Oh
so
yeah, I've seen some videos of Hank. He seems cool.
yeah, he's just and his coloring is wild. Like he's got a little bit his mom was a splash
Okay.
and dad is all white. So he has crazy splash
Mhm.
parts on him and he's got black on him, but then he has beautiful bright green feathers coming out of his tail.
Wow.
He's wild looking, but I love him to death. And
Hey, he's one of a kind, huh?
yeah, and he'll just snuggle with you and like nuzzle, and I'm like, "You're my best friend, Hank."
Yeah, that's gonna be I don't want to say it, but that's gonna be a rough one for you.
It's going to be terrible. Going to be terrible. So I
Oh,
try
geez.
on him as much as I can anytime I see him because I'm like, Hank, you're gonna know you were loved.
Yes. And like I feel like with silkies, they're just like a different, I don't know, different type of like bird almost. They're just so sweet. Like you can cuddle them. They feel nice. They smell good almost when they hatch. I don't know.
Yes,
I love the silkies.
I totally agree, especially after I feel like they're much more intense. Like
Hmm.
they have purpose to like do what they're gonna do and eat the bugs, and they're going to do it. And where
Yeah.
silkies are just so nonchalant, and they're like, "Oh, that looks nice. I'm going to take that." Like,
Yeah. They're like art students or something like that. They're just like so majestic and
yeah,
they're just beautiful.
yeah, take it. They sit there when they nap, and you're just like, "You're a gorgeous little fluff. Love it."
Yeah, yeah. And then because I got about 40 of them in the coop, so they all like literally sleep like in a giant pile together. So I think that is part of the factor why they do well in the winters because they use so much of their own body heat to heat the group.
I feel the one that's like back the farthest in the corner, and you're like, "Girl, how are you breathing?"
Yeah, or like the very center middle, like they got to be burning hot.
Yeah, but
Oh, geez.
they love it.
Yeah, they really do love it. Uh, so have you worked with any like brands at all? Or are you kind of like just doing this more for like fun thing?
Um,
Making anything from your chickens or just
so I think I did Grub Terra. They sent, but I think that they're pretty common where you like the first starting out and you get your little mealworms from them. So I did theirs, but other than that, I just mainly do it for fun.
nice, yeah.
I just really enjoy it, and I enjoy being a part of like a little community on TikTok of like people that also really love chickens and just like-minded people that are fun to watch each other's videos.
I
I feel
have to 100% agree.
yeah, and I feel like I'm trying to stick with that mindset of like this is just for fun. And if something happens, awesome. And if not, I had fun, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, I said it in a podcast recently. I was like, this is like a daily vlog, almost like a daily journal for, to look back on when you're old and you can't walk around. You're like, oh my God, I was having so much fun dancing those
Yeah.
little dances, and
Yeah.
such great memories that you can like have on video as well.
Yeah. And just to be yourself. I feel like
Yeah,
it's so important to just find yourself and be yourself as much as you can, because life is so short.
exactly. Yeah, and it pushes you out of your comfort zone, pushes you to be like a little more vulnerable, a little bit, and
Yeah.
your creativity side as well. And
Yeah.
I love it all. It's been so much fun. The social media, the TikTok, it's been a blast.
It is. Yeah, I agree. I have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, I love all your videos. So you've been doing great.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're almost you're almost right at the same amount of followers as me now. You're 40,000 and I'm at like 41. So pretty soon you'll be here flying right by me.
No.
After that million views,
I mean, so I don't know how that, like, thinking about it when you say that out loud, I don't know how that many people thought I was cool enough to follow.
you're relatable in that sense, There's a lot of moms out there that can relate to you. So that's really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that I can at least make one person smile. That's all I can hope for.
Exactly. Yeah, you probably woke up and you saw that 99 plus on the notifications. That's a good morning.
Definitely.
It's just like there's like 1,000 notifications on there. It's insane.
Yeah, it really is.
I don't like to like think about the views too much, but it does feel nice when you finally get like something like you've been working so hard and you're like, oh, people recognize me or the algorithm listened to me or something along those
No,
lines.
for sure. Especially if you go like weeks with like 200 views.
Yeah.
Man, I thought that was funny.
I know. It's always the ones I'm like, this is it. No, 500 views. But it's all in the fun of it, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
It doesn't discourage me. It doesn't like make me not want to do it. I just training my mind to like not worry about that stuff. It's just internet views.
It is. It is. I try to do the same thing for sure.
Yeah. I could tell we're that similar mindset with everything. We'll probably overthink everything.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. I
Yeah,
feel like overthinking, anxiety, all of the things.
Yeah. And my farm is like my happy place. I just feel like at home here. I don't have to worry about anything, no anxiety. I don't like driving. It's just like, chickens, roosters crowing, and peacocks making sound. It's just so peaceful to me.
Yes. Yeah. I love like Jenny, our donkey. She sounds like the most intense squeak gait that I've ever heard. And every morning at 7 a.m., she just lets out the biggest wail. And I'm like, man,
oh my gosh. I know, right? Yeah, I've heard they're pretty loud.
They can be very, very loud. And they can be very loud when they want something. Like if we don't give her hay at a point, she'll stare. Like I'm in my dining room, and that is where all my animals are.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
So if I'm in here, she sees me through the window, and she'll stare at me for a while. And if I don't come out there, then she'll start wailing.
Yeah, she's like, come on, I see you there. Come on, give me some food.
Oh, yeah.
That's too funny.
Yeah.
Well, it's been such great chatting with you. I feel like I got to know you a little bit more. And now when I watch your videos, I'm like, that's a homie right there.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having this. Is so fun.
Yeah. Definitely. Is it your first podcast or?
Yeah, I've never done one. I'm like,
awesome. Yeah. No, I had to have you on. We're very similar with our style of content. You're a great person. You got great animals, great videos. So just keep up the great work.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Before I let you get out of here, though, I do have some hot seat questions. All right, some little quick questions.
All right.
First one, we got cooped or uncooped?
Uncooped.
Uncooped. Yeah, love those free rangers. Crumbles or pellets?
Crumbles.
Crumbles. Rainbow eggs or browns and whites?
Browns and whites.
Yeah, classic. Favorite type of bedding?
I'm in pine shavings right now, so we're gonna go with pine shavings.
There we go. Perfect. Favorite treat for your chicken?
Love a good mealworm.
Oh, can't go wrong with that, right?
They love.
Have you done like the live ones?
I haven't done live ones, but anytime I find a grub anywhere around, and I'm like, bring it to the kids.
Yeah. Or like a really long worm, they'll swallow that thing whole. And the last one, but you've kind of answered it, was a dream animal that you wish you could have.
Dream animal without any limitations would be llamas.
Oh, yes. Llamas are really cool.
Yeah.
They'd fit in with your the donkeys and stuff.
Maybe someday.
One day. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Shelby. If people want to get in contact with you or see some of your great videos, where can they find you at?
I'm on TikTok at Shelby Hahn, SHLBI, and then Hahn, HAHN. And I'm also on Instagram under the same name.
Perfect. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on here. I hope you had fun for your first time. I look forward to seeing all the great content from you, and I can't wait to connect with you later on.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
It's been
no problem. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, everybody, that is another episode down. This has been such a blast. I've been having so much fun with this. I thank you guys for the support. We're continuing to grow everywhere. If you guys can like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you guys again. We have another episode next week, so catch us on the live. Thank you guys. Peace.